Okay, there we go. Everything should be working properly on my end. Hey, everybody, how's it going? As for myself, I'm honestly a bit tired, but I'm alright. Honestly, didn't really do anything crazy today. I just woke up tired and then fell asleep again, and then, you know that feeling you get when you sleep too long? And you're just like, God help. Yeah, that's what I got. Hey Gordon, how's it going? But, yeah. That's, well, pretty good, thanks for asking. You already answered it. How's everyone doing today? Hey Ninya, how's it going? But, yeah. Oh right, I tried out VTube Studio today because it finally dropped on Steam, and it controls really good. Like, really good. Once I get things working properly on it I tried it like literally half an hour before stream. So, when I sleep too long, I don't get out of bed. So you're just constantly in bed then. Yeah, no, that's effective. Yo, Pathologic hype. Hey, Lupin, how's it going? Like, getting to sleep too long, don't get out of bed, go back to sleep, sleep too long, don't get out of bed. Doing pretty good, nothing much happened, also nothing bad happened. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much a win situation right there. But yeah, figured we'd play Pathologic today. It's, this is basically me taking a bit of a risk in terms of, like, what games we play. But I heard about Pathologic, and I found it fascinating. Like, the developer's concept of, like, a game doesn't have to be fun to be good, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, the game probably does have its fun moments, but, like, there's a very specific feeling they want you to feel when you play the game. And it's reinforced by pretty much every aspect of how the game works. But, yeah, no, I figured we'd play that, and, I don't know if it's gonna be the most fun to watch, but, like I said, we'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I really want to give it a shot. Today, I made a scarf out of alpaca fur. Ooh. That's probably super soft. I was going to sleep, but this stream was more important. Pathologic is a unique experience, and you're in for a ride? Hell yeah. Yeah, like, it's funny because I heard every video was like, please, I am begging you, play 2 before you play 1. And I'm like, but I want to play 1 though. Only one way to find out. Yep, only one way to find out. Oh, also, I brought this up on Twitter, but I wanted to bring it up on stream too because this is you might have heard me talk about Lancer, the tabletop RPG, before. They finally dropped the first act of their pre-written campaign, which is actually like a whole campaign in of itself, but also leaves room for like a 3-part expansion. The big thing about it though is it dropped a lot of player-facing content as well, and like some of it's really cool. I'll post a picture in the Discord server with my horses. Ooh, cool. But yeah, no, one of the player-facing content items they dropped is a mech you can play, like take as a player, called the IPSN Kid. Only one way to find it. Hey, call, dude. I think I said that already, but look, I'm tired today. Okay. Yeah, the IPSN Kid is really cool because it's basically just, oh, I can drop off these drones and then do it again, and then do it again. And then it also has like a satellite paired with it in space that you can like airstrike people with. But, yeah, no, it's cool. I like it. You did say it already, but that's okay. Yeah. yeah, like I said, we'll give Pathologic a shot, and if it's not like the most streamable stuff available, we'll just rotate off to something else. I don't know, we'll play Final Fantasy or something. Yeah, here, let me get the game open. It's funny, I tried to make a like animated trailer for this a while back, not like super animated, but like using live 2D and like getting people to like do certain parts. And yeah, no, I could not organize. I'm not good at organizing people, so that kind of fell apart, but I still do have my little like template set up. Who knows, maybe one day I'll turn around and finish it just to have it finished. I wanted to have it done before we played Pathologic, but okay, no, hold up. I need to actually get the game open before, or the game visible before we start, because that opening screen is too good to pass up. Hold up. Game capture. Also, it's apparently very loud and peaking out on OBS's end. Where is... I didn't realize the classic HD was handled by Devolver Digital. Hello, all right. I'm still trying to get it to pop up in OBS, but there it is. Select that. Screen is still black. Yeah. It wasn't showing up in like the list of selectable.
The supernatural reveal themselves more often than intelligent
hey,
and
there
men
we go.
would prefer them to.
It's very zoomed in again.
By our ancestors
Hold on.
centuries ago,
why do my games like vary between
from
zoomed in and
ancient
zoomed
times?
out on like in one a back and
directors of our
forth one for
fate
one basis?
rain
I'm
ash
surprised.
down on us from the
There we
grey
go.
heavens. They conceal themselves beneath us, above us.
So we'll listen to that the second time we come in. Because I really want to show you this one game. I don't know who they are, but they have a really good logo. All right, here we go. Probably because Pathologic Classic was made for smaller resolution, so auto-adjusted view. Yeah, come on, please show it. Please show it. Oh, it didn't work. They have a logo where it's like it's the G for their company logo, and then it like explodes, and it's a bunch of rats running all over the place. I wish it popped up in game capture. Oh, that was.
Traces of the supernatural reveal themselves more often than intelligent and reasonable men would prefer them to.
Oh, now you don't want to work again.
Worshipped by our ancestors.
It's probably because the game is older. Thinking about it,
into the light from ancient times. The directors of our fate rain ash down on us from the grey heavens. They conceal themselves beneath us, above
there
us,
we go,
and among us.
Okay, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I tried, and now we have this.
To meet their malevolent gaze. Having been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment, and then they expire horribly, wreaking havoc on the world that they rightfully see as their toy.
Hey Otter, how's it going? We finally got the game functioning. You said Among Us, I'm having flashbacks. When the child is sus. Yo, will we see PS1? Oh my god, this actually... If we see PS1 style graphics in this game, I'm gonna like clap in delight. It's gonna be great. I'm loving these animations, honestly. Me and the boys after we bury a doll. Alrighty, here we go. Pathologic. The video game. Really quickly, I've been told the most important buttons you can learn in this game. I just really quickly need to find it. You can play this on a fucking controller? Alright. There it is. Quick save and quick load. So F5 and F8. These are the most important buttons in the game. Alright.
So, it's all about trickery to you? Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Means we're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform sectio transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided.
By the way, I have the way of zooming in, so
Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you when you keep lying to yourself? The truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation.
Oh, you can jump.
Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your
Clever
justice
clogs.
will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but I can feel it.
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum funis sumus.
This game is
Can't say I
weird.
hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it.
Is that word again?
It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No.
When
we
else
won't
is
ever get
Sanciel?
along.
She's like waggling all over the
suggest we
place.
be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
Okay. Grandma, get the holy water. Yeah, no, this is definitely a way to open your game. Holy shit. Alright, so we got these three. Oh, are these the three on the stage? Bachelor, Higher Specs, Changeling. Characters only unlocked after you finish the Bachelor or the Higher Specs. Alright. Well, I mean, he's like the front in line. So let's just start with him and then go 1, 2, 3. Like, the history of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated without a shadow of a doubt the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map that are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe. Yeah, alright.
Daniel
Cage, is that you?
a Bachelor of Medicine, was brought here by circumstances most unfortunate. Dankovsky's life
David Cage
work,
game.
his theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality, is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be.
Oh, God. Okay.
Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there is previous undiscovered evidence which may support Dankovsky's claims. There is a settlement, the letter says, ruled by an extraordinary man who may well be seen as objective proof of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board, he gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
So we're going to a town to meet the guy who leads the town. Ran into a girl, stayed the night at her house. Okay. Hello, Lupin. Hey, Nick. How's it going? Oh, what the snaps, too. I love the aesthetic of this game, but it's so weird. It's a bit loud. Oh, hold on. I got you. Just gonna have this guy sit in his chair while I fix this. Oh, shit. Uh-oh, did I? Okay, no, we're good. Pretty good. How are you? I'm doing all right. Bit sleepy, but I'm about to play a game that has, like, immediately sunk its hooks into my brain at this point with how, like, I keep using the word weird, but I don't have a better word to describe it. Mainly because I'm not, like, a super, like, educated person. Like, I'm not like, oh, highest degree college. I'm not the Bachelor. I'm not this guy right here. I don't have cool scarves with, like, rubies embedded in them. Oh, here's the third camera shot of the same house. All right. What is with the outfit? Okay, so we have, like, one guy in, like, a snake leather long coat. Is that Doghead from fucking... No, this game came way first. Did this guy influence Doghead? Wait a minute. Exquisite? A bit, yeah. Like, it's weird. It knows it's being, like, weirdly artistic and, like, presenting things in a very dramatic flair. And Doghead is wearing jeans. Yeah, he's got the most normal outfit out of everyone in this game. He just happens to have, like, a dog head. Alright, as of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory down. Oh, the powers that be are like the government, not God. Okay. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man. If he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break the new ground in the field of human vitality. Okay. Doghead is considered normal in this mad world. Really, though? Yeah, it's part of the experience it tries to give you. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so it's very intentional, then. By the end of which, the Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. Okay. Also, I need to turn my... It just shoots me all the way back here. Okay. Here's hoping that didn't, like, break any... Oh. Jesus, there's no in-between, huh? Okay, yeah, no. Oh, that made it worse. I'll pause screen through or something else. It really is. It's just like a dude. The way the arm is bent, he's holding it behind his back. But like, oh, it's weird. It's cool. Okay, there we go. This is more controllable. Oh, it's very deliberate with the movement too. Look at this. Walking forward, looking forward is my fastest option, right? Shift is crouch. Okay. Control is nothing. But if I look sideways, walk sideways, it's slow. I walk backwards, it's about the same speed. But if I like do both, it kind of like slows down a bit almost. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Paper thin door. Okay, that's where the game starts to really show its age. The door is like 1 pixel thin. Hello. Guessing you're
I
Ava.
had a feeling you would come.
Did the sounds from the outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan, and then something snapped loudly. Oh, I get to choose what we say. Okay, cool. I fell asleep so quickly I didn't even notice. It's like I fainted. So what sounds are you talking about? I think there are strangers in the backyard, by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about it. Yeah, why are you so sure? If they're just, like, if they broke into your yard and they're just hanging out, why are you... Our population is so thin. Crime is basically non-existent, especially here in the Stone Yard. Sometimes there are pranks, of course. Fights happen occasionally. People are young here, so they often go out at night, but we're a tight community. And now I hear unfamiliar speech. That's not a good sound. Oh, alright. Oh, this UI is my jam. You know they mean business when the scroll bar is present? Yeah. Oh, this... I really like this, like, older UI, though, yeah. I'll go out and take a look, but I'm in a hurry. I must see this founding father of yours. Are you willing to trade the company of a fascinated woman for that of a dreadful old man, even if he is a sorcerer? That's so sad. Okay, Ava, fuck you too. But Simon won't go anywhere. He has always been, he always will be, even if the moon were to fall to the ground. Please, stay with me a little longer. Simon is a sorcerer. Did I hear you right? Is that the secret to his longevity? Are you in that much of a hurry? Do come round. The canes are asleep now. Take your knockabout coat off. Have a rest in my bed. Let me warm your hands. You were so anxious to see Simon, as though your life depended on it. My life, yes. Now that my laboratory is on the brink of destruction, my whole life's pursuit depends on that remarkable man. If he has really managed to live that long, then his tissues will help me defeat death. Death. So that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet. Oh, I like this one because it sounds super, like, a bit pretentious. Like, millions of doctors defeated it on certain singular occasions. But my enemy is more fearsome. It is death itself rather than a singular case of death. I don't understand. Yeah, see, even she's like... So it's just our character. It's just Daniil. He's just kind of an asshole, alright. I can barely understand it myself. Could death only seem inevitable to us, but in reality be nothing more than a whim of the will that had shaped this world? That is the question. So where is my key to victory? It's not far. The Canes live at the Crucible on Bridge Square. But could I please offer you a piece of advice? You have to use the emote first, lady. No, I need no advice. Go on. Simon has 2 younger brothers. The eldest of the 2, Gregory, is called the Judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the 3 is Victor. His daughter Maria also wanted to see you. It's probably important. Was it she who knew about my arrival beforehand? Yes. She told me about it privately. Talking to her is no simple task. Maria is that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Canes are. It was Maria who told me that she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence. Alright, thank you for the advice. Go, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They'll probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I'll have some advice that maybe have helped you if you need it. Okay, I'll come back. Oh, map. The water area. Okay, so I'm here. So, like, up, down the street, and then just across. Okay. City's fucking big. Oh my, alright. I thought it was like a small town, like this. Also, what the fuck is this? Alright. Thank you, Ava. What a cool painting. Oh! Hello. Vulnerable Bachelor, please do be so kind as to linger for a minute. This conversation won't take too much of your time, especially since time stops during dialogue. Oh, okay. They said it was a tight community, never said the physical side. Oh, true. Especially since time drops during dialogues, at least during the important. What do you mean? Our dialogue is extremely important. You need to know how to play after all. Oh, he's like fourth wall breaking. Oh, okay. Play? What are you talking about, masked man? I am neither a gambler nor an actor. Of course you aren't. You're a living, breathing man, as is evident from your conditions and statuses. You experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pains, wounds, and diseases. You're so lifelike. You have to eat, drink, sleep, and rest, and to make mistakes. The latter being the most definite proof of my human nature, wouldn't you agree? If I may, I'd like to point out just how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or unnaturally sluggish, do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I knew a person who died of stress but was diagnosed with starvation. Okay. It happens. I can testify to that as a doctor. Need I remind a wise man like you of the fact that hunger is sated with food? Food can be found in shops, and shops can be found in ordinary houses that are marked with specific signs. Sleep, however, is more complicated. People only sleep in beds and only in private residences around here. I am sorry, but that's just how our world is. Yes, the world is unjust. I want to sleep on the floor. Quite silly, if you forgive me for saying so. Speaking of commerce, different shops sell similar items at different prices. Make sure you don't get cheated. People can be right brazen around here. You can also barter with the folk out in the street. Some things may be nothing more than trinkets to you, but others would be willing to part with their life's blood for them. What? Yes, blood. It's not my place to lecture you, but if, following your Hippocratic oath, you ever consider easing someone's pain, feel free to just approach them with a suitable drug. You'll see their pain receding before your very eyes. The sick fall asleep when they're close to recovery, don't they? Okay, what the fuck is this guy going on about? Or when they're close to their ultimate rest. Still helping the hopeless will grant you a good reputation. You'll be seen as a benefactor willing to part with a precious sleeping draught or a painkiller for a simple bystander. Anything else? No, not yet. Show me the way to Simon's house. Turn left now, then walk along the alley. You'll see a cathedral and 3 mansions across Bridge Square. Simon lives in the one that is closest to the left. Cool. Fucking weird bird man. Alright. Executor. Halt. I'm going to have to teach you about the you're a tutorial person too. I'm going to have to teach you about the technicalities of the setting, the time, and the place. It's not essential, but that's just how it is. The actor has to be prepared before he goes on stage, or else you'll fall down the aisle or stumble upon the prompt box. That would look mighty silly, don't you agree? Oh, so it is all like an acting theme. Eek, I'm listening. Time flies by. It can't be stopped or turned back. Nights follow days, which are then followed by nights. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed. And so it would make sense for you to visit the places that you care about regularly. You'll find a bunch of people that will play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from the common folk. The rest are just a crowd shot, a background, a bunch of extras. As it has always been. Indeed, still it is best to avoid hasty judgment. It's a paradox, you see. Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound-to-stand-out people. And don't be too dismissive of the silent crowd. Both extremes will end in tragedy. Why is that? This world cares for your reputation. A fine and crucial instrument. Your reputation changes the world you see. Or it is a mirror, wouldn't you agree? And so a bad reputation can get you in a lot of trouble. For example? Oh, need I describe? You've got vivid imagination. Everything changes. From mystical aspects to mundane things like the people you need treating you badly. How many enemies you've got, how high the prices raise, how bad your dreams are. Lots of things. Kind of like Kenshi, where the world does not revolve around you. A little bit, yeah. A sorry prospect. So how do I maintain my reputation? Takes bird brain to a whole new level. Oh yeah, it's kind of like, I'm sure it's like the top, just like a mesh thing, but it looks like he's got like an exposed brain. Really? How is that even a question? Same as anywhere. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not betray. Do not steal. Do not covet. Do not be an asshole. Do not get caught. The rules are the same everywhere. A truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor, or even a person who lives quite far away, can help in a dire situation. I see. Really? Good for you then. As for me, I can't see anything in this mask. I have no idea what's going on. Okay. Anyway, don't get too worked up about human lives. Don't put too much stock into another's words, mine included. He who trusts everyone is asking to be deceived. Yet he who trusts no one is deluded. I know that from experience. Alright, so they said this way is where our friend's house is. Are those the people that were by the pond in the yard that Ava was worried about? I'm just gonna quick save here because I don't know if... Oh, I don't think I can get into the yard from here, actually. Please ignore the fact I just did a big loop. I am coming back. Here. Figure out what the hell's going on over here. Ooh, cutscene. The fuck is that thing? Hello? I mean, the other two were like probably people in costumes. This thing is what the fuck is that? Little polygonal water. Hello. What do you want? This ain't your business. Could ask about the worm or wherever the fuck that thing is. It kind of looks like a worm. Like, what is this creature? An odong, duh. That's what all them cattle breeders look like. Crude and unshapely and unfinished. Don't you know? Wherever you came from? An intruder, huh? Yes, I'm a visitor in this town. Who could have thought it's home to such creatures? Alright. Well, I don't wanna... I don't wanna mess with them anymore! He's a doughboy. He's the Pillsbury doughboy, but he's got like a weird cape, yeah. Oh, tab is like pull up my fists. Alright. What the fuck is one of the phrases you say the most playing this game? Nice. I'm excited then. Okay, so this is the cathedral they were talking about, I'm guessing. So this would be the 3 buildings that I saw on the map. Also, what is this music? Like, what? Whoop, whoop. Oh, I love this older low poly fucking modeling. Look at the flowers on this tree. It's like you can distinctly see the seam in the texture from where like the stem and the flower is. But yet if you were to take it all away, it's just a diamond. Like, that's great. I love that. We went in the right house, right? Are you the right guy?
Few people know death. We only endure it. Tell me what you want, and I will tell you
You're the right guy,
who
yeah.
you are.
Inject these old models straight into my veins. Oh, what's the like Joel one where it's like no stop, keep injecting me those smileys. Sick PNG of a flower. It's like a straight up a JPEG with that kind of crunch. Most vulnerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are also quite aware of the difficulties you were experiencing and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my consanguineous brother, the creator, keeper, and embodiment of all that surrounds us, has been murdered. Okay. Yes, I would like to come meet the immortal man. Yes, come step this way to talk to the immortal man. Yo, the immortal man is fucking dead. Damn it. Why did it have to happen just before I arrived? Right as I found the chance to prevail. Precisely. Why did it happen just before your arrival? Are you asking yourself the same question? I hope you don't see any connection between my arrival and the murder. In fact, I do see a connection. However, do not mistake it for a thought that it was you who murdered him. Well, at least that's something. Actually, what do you know? My brother was murdered last night under the strangest of circumstances, but for all the mystery surrounding his death, I'd rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected with whoever had visited Simon that evening. The visitor is a man of laudable rectitude and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse. He is immortal as an ageless? Oh, maybe. And then they're just like, no, we can make you another kind of ageless. Ah! Who is the visitor? Someone you know quite well. The man whom my brother saw last night was your colleague, Isidore Burka. Or Isidore Barak? Barak. Was he not the very person to advise you to come here as well? Yes. Isidore has done more than he thinks. I have a lingering feeling that time itself is using uncongestible powers to further its own intentions. What do you think? Oh, a chance to be an asshole, alright. Categories like time, nature, and fate deprive man of responsibility for what goes on around him. I was taught to avoid this worldview. It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made for you, my dear doctor. Let us not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that you could have displeased our family. Really? Even though we were uncertain of when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a coincidence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side. So you presume the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for a pawn. But why? To grant you victory over death. Was it not your ultimate aspiration? To help you, Simon seems to have played a very dangerous game with fate itself. He went out of his way to provide you with a body of evidence. As indeed did he do. It is of no importance to me what exactly he did. He took another leap from the stars and paid a terrible price for it. I repeat, he was murdered. The subject of importance here is the identity of the murderer. Everything has gone to rack and ruin. I wish I could take vengeance upon the murderer who ripped the life from this man. Maybe it's a nickname like Tiny for a large... Yeah, he's like literally inches from death, so they called him the Immortal Man. It's like he's gonna die any moment now. You want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My brother Victor, who is in the wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us, and the reward will not disappoint you. Indeed, it seems there are too many coincidences. Your brother's murder can just as well be called the murder of Bachelor Devankovsky. I will help you in every way I can. I am convinced that if there's anyone at all that can help us solve this puzzle, then it is you. This mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. Isidore was an instrument of fate, and then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that. I am not. Why do people talk like Shakespeare? Well, not like full Shakespeare, but like kind of close. How do you plan to look for the murderer? We will take our own measures. The only thing I expect from you is to be yourself. Do only what you think is required. Whatever you find out, whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of this puzzle. I repeat, everything that is happening here is happening on your account. Have my sympathy. So, who else? Yeah, we can talk to Victor now, too. So, across the street. The question is, why wouldn't they talk like Shakespeare? Shit, you're right. If I lived in a place like this, I would be all over it. Like... So it was the one across the way. So I'm pretty sure it's this one. Hello. You the right guy? Oh, you're the guy that was like being weird in the cutscene.
Buzzing in my ears.
Thank you. The famous Dr. Dankovsky. Your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Kane at your service. Daniel Dankovsky at yours. I foresee that things have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I would like to compensate for that impression. You know, our small community has fallen out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. What do you mean? I mean the traditions. Games that we play with passion will most likely be of no interest to you. People you meet here may seem eccentric, naive, or even somewhat deranged. Please, take it easy on us. Don't judge us too strictly. I'll do my best to not disappoint you.
Perhaps old Gimsky is setting a trap for this newly arrived Haruspect.
Wait, the other guy? So wait, are the other two characters running around at the same time we are? Crackhead hours. Hey, Youngstar, how's it going? Gregory has told me everything, which is to say he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. He maintains that you can provide a more detailed account. So you have agreed to help us? I have. May I ask why? Let me say this one. We share a tragedy. I want to exact vengeance upon the one that robbed me and my work of a future. I'm prepared to answer any questions you may have. When was Simon last seen? He sent Isidore home. Then an hour later, he came to this hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the Focus and receive no one. He was told not to approach the Focus and to fast for a week, partaking of neither meat nor water. Then in the morning, he was found dead. Why no meat or water? Our explanation is that he wanted to be mourned beforehand, as is the custom with the local people. This is very like him. So he knew in advance that he would die? I think, between me and you, that is precisely what my brother Gregory fears. I can say nothing more about that. How was the body discovered? Servants discovered him in the morning. The room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable has been broken. A disfigured, contorted body bore signs of terrible suffering. His neck was twisted, his spine broken. I think. Oh, okay. You think, huh? No one has touched the body. It is currently inside the Focus and will remain there for the prescribed amount of time. Do you suspect anyone? No. All I know is that Isidore was with him that evening. No one can enter the Focus against Simon's will. Well, perhaps a higher being could, but no one else. Could the murderer have already been waiting for Simon there? No, you have no concept of what the Focus is. Entering it is like entering someone else's mind, or a drawn picture, if you will. It's impossible. What is the Focus? It's hard to explain. It's a study, if you will. Extraordinary spacious creative laboratory, almost perfectly sealed off, except for the door that was visible at all times. Metaphorically speaking. What the fuck is this guy going on? I don't understand. It's like an equation, or a mirror puzzle. Anyway, the murderer could not have been hiding there. Take my word for it. Alright. Well, Simon did get in there somehow. He could perform far more impressive feats. There's a reason why the whole town revered him. All right, Zero, what's your advice? Also, hey, how's it going? All right, so how can I help you? Just take a look around. Trust your intuition. Do whatever you like. Speak to whoever you feel the need to. Look for the murderer, doctor, and you will find them. Keep looking till the last breath. I am sure your rational thinking will help you. Click the dialogue option. You want to say thank you, Zero? I guess Isidore's the only lead then. How can I find him? I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's a murderer. Whoever they are could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate, wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. I don't believe in fate. Isidore Barak. He's the guy that wrote the letter. Where's this house from here? Oh, he is like... Okay. Time to go for a walk then. We pogging, it's Friday, it's Pizza Friday and I'm playing zombies? Hell yeah, I got caught on a door frame. Alright. So, how do we get to 659? We're here. If we hug the fence, we can get to that bridge. And then just go straight across. Off the ship. Oh. Alright, here, I'm just gonna do this and hope for the best. What is this music, though? I remember hearing someone describe it as, like, Genghis Khan Half-Life 1 music, and honestly, now that I'm, like, really hearing it in-game, they're right. Like... Alright, so here's the bridge. Hi, why are you looking at me? Anything I can help you with? No, thank you. I don't know, they told me to talk to people because I might be able to, like, barter stuff. Maybe I just don't have items yet? I can check my inventory here. Weapons, clothes, drugs, rations, other. So I do have a little bit of items, but, like, nothing cool. Oh, that's why this segment looks weird. If I go up, up. Okay, I'm going to do that. Soundtrack has some good changes for Pathologic too. Oh, okay. Cool, cool. Hi. I think I'm just gonna keep walking. He's being weird. Also, one thing I'd like to point out is despite the game being older, it still has, like, weird choppiness to it. I don't know, you can only make an engine run so hard, I guess, but... To be fair, this is a big city, too. I don't think games were meant to be doing this just yet. Actually, no. Morrowind. Also, what the fuck is this? How is that... How does that work? Oh, it doesn't. There's a chunk that fell off there. Okay. Weird. Unfunctional building types. All right. Pathologic really pushes it? Yeah. Like, I was gonna say, why does the old game run this bad? And then you realize, oh, the engine can only do so much. And these guys were like, yo, let's make like a big walk-around game in an engine that probably wasn't designed for a big walk-around game. Oh, we're almost there. So just turn after the next two buildings, and it should be on my right. put on Morrowind music and nothing would actually, you're kind of right. Yeah. Morrowind, but we're in like an old Russian town instead of, what's this? It's mine now. If I'm right, this is, nope. Our place is in there. It's that one. Might get over there though. Going between these two houses, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Well, if we rendered a full village on a Source-like engine constantly, yeah, that's when you word it like that, it's like no wonder this game is constantly like, God help me. What do you mean? Is this area actually just constantly fenced in? Is there no way? Bruce Patton. Lover of the Russian Queen. He's got bodyguards? Alright. Hello, gentlemen. Foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Who was killed? Well, you're not a local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we've suffered. Isidor's dead too! Okay. Yes, can I come talk to the immortal man? No, he's dead, but we do have someone who might know. Go talk to his friend. Hey, what happened to his friend? Yeah, he's fucking dead too. Thank you, game. Oh, boy. Wait, is this Source? Does that mean you can run around? Oh, is this Source? I don't know. A great surgeon, a benefactor to us all, and an all-around skilled doc. An outstanding man, beloved and well-respected by us locals. Does it really always have to be the very best? What a foul time to live in. I knew him. I'm a doctor, too. Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions, because he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life, too. This is merely the beginning. Only the beginning? What makes you so sure? Gee, this deal is all mysterious. It's not Source, but some aspects are similar. It's, if I'm not mistaken, Pathologic Classic runs on a Homebrew engine. Oh, okay. Killer's one step ahead of the game. Apparently. Saw me walking up and was like, I can jump fences, he can't. Let's go. See, this murderous deal is all mysterious. There was a talon stuck in the victim's chest. Oh, it's a raptor. Okay. Go ahead, bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor, for the deceased had been a renowned step walker, and the dust was all covered in hoof steps and like traces of sharp bone, I guess? As if someone was using a walking stick around there. I'm telling you, it's her. The Shebnakadir? Clay man-eater. I want to inspect the building. We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Saburov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still powerful and very much respected, whereas they seem they're responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in the town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. If you just take that road up and get to the Cape. As for me, I'm authorized not to let you in. I'm not authorized to let you in. You should have said so from the start. Okay, so now we have to run all the way over to this big building. So go back around to the way we came in, I'm thinking? Yeah. Barf! I love the aesthetic of this game, but I will admit, so far it has literally been just... Hey, we need you to go here to do the thing. Alright, cool, I'll go here to do the thing. Nah. Nah, he dead? Gotta go one more over. There we go. Oh, okay, I understand why they're famous family now. Look at the house. Just like real a true simulation of living in a Russian steppe city. Oh, you're the fancy guy from the opening. Hello.
My chest hurts. Can it be conscience?
My chest hurts. I'm having a heart attack. Maybe with a little more depth than usual. Now we're like dead on. So I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to the Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. You think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. This country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. You hold astrologist opinion in high regard. What the fuck is this guy on? Why is he like, do you believe in astrology? Like, no, but like, do I lie? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to, sir? I am a ruler. Astrology can be very curious, but I cannot allow it to influence my decisions. I have to act according to fatal circumstances. Would you agree? Definitely.
My chest hurts. Can it be conscience?
I'm going to punch you in the chest. So, you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now? I was actually invited by Isidore, so I came to meet with him first and foremost. Now it turns out that he's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? Same one that took Simon's life, too. At least that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Were there any traces? Look, I haven't been there myself. Quite content with interrogating suspects, especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. Who is it, then? Wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learnt, huh? A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab the inheritance. How'd you figure that out? In all honesty, it's hard to explain to an outsider like you. Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, Bachelor? No. Well, you should get to know my wife then. Or better yet, those who have already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters first and foremost. Rationalists. He's got something to say to you too, by the way. So your wife called out Isidore's son specifically? Not specifically, no. But it all adds up. And the circumstances of Simon's death make you wonder too. Isidore's son arrived here last night. Timing speaks against him. He even matches the time it takes him to get to the Crucible to Isidore's house. What about the motive? He's the type that needs no motives. Students these days know nothing of virtue and ethics. And a medic, too. Humans are just hairless animals to them. Or even a harmful virus infesting the environment. Cynical bastards. Oh, but I do apologize. Didn't mean to offend you, even by extension. I see you like generalizations. I wouldn't be so quick to accuse the junior Barak. You'll keep looking for Isidore's murderer? I will. Is there anyone who can help me with that? There are very good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here. Except for one Yulia Laricheva? Perhaps. A most level-headed and reasonable person. The only person who remains skeptical about Katerina's talents, too. Without a shadow of a doubt, she has her own picture of events. She always does. He sounds useful. Where is this Yulia? She came here with an engineering team when the town was being rebuilt. The logistics or maybe communications. Not sure. They said she's true expert in her field. Smart, yes. Polymath. Then the team left. She stayed. She has my respect, but not my fondness. Very well. I'll speak with this Yulia. Okay, back across the bridge, and then... I think I can squeeze through there. Alright, where are we going? This way. And then around the buildings, back down to the bridge. Limp. I wonder if they put anything new in the garbage can since I passed it. Nope. Okay. Kinda wish they put something new in the garbage can so I could just be like, yo, thanks, and walk past it and grab it. Alright, so if there's the bridge, I'm assuming that's the fence I saw on the map. Cool little water house thing. So if that's the fence I saw on the map. Alright, so we have astrology and clairvoyance to the left and science and engineering to the right. Also, fuck humans, they suck. So who do you choose? Really, though? Like, the way he's bouncing it back and forth, he's not even giving you, like, a here's your right answer either. He's just like, alright, how do you feel about astrology? By the way, the answer to this question will determine my opinion on you for the rest of your life. And, yeah. So, answer. It's like, okay, cool, thank you. Also, I couldn't go around the fence. We're gonna have to... Oh, there's that weird building again. Hello. Alright, what's over... Is this the building I'm looking for? I'm pretty sure this is. Is that a garbage can? No, that's a wagon. What's with all these people and their big fancy houses? Hello? Did I come the right way? Oh, you must be the right person.
I'm afraid it's natural.
You've got a fancy
The sun
scarf.
was doomed.
I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying? It happens when people are tired. Probably haven't slept for a while, have you? Oh no. Herbatrivinae is in blossom. I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year at the steppe is filled with stupefying vapors. The issue I'm having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It's just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events concede. Basically, BuzzFeed quizzes you as dialogue and you have to live with the answers. You pretty much! No matter what preternatural traits the locals ascribe to it, twire is an all-heady aroma, a bunch of superstitions, and remarkably little else. It has psychoactive properties after a fashion, but then so does simple wormwood. Conditions caused by ingestion of belladonna or Jimson weed are much more fascinating than what twire has to offer. Did you just give me a bunch of listed drugs? It's a pity I'm not a botanist.
I'm afraid I'm of little use now.
So, you have traveled all the way here, only to find that both the people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances. Yeah, if she comes around like this and just says, yeah, you're the killer, lol. I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidore and Simon, and wanted to ask for your help. Sabaroff told me you have a gift for all manner of investigative inquiry. I'm certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murderer before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnakadir is a simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed for a different narrative. What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances of his death. They said Simon had locked himself up in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside the mansion, in a chamber with some peculiar name. In this case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned. By the Canes, I would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold the princely sage who stands at the head of their family in high esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish the name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not. Poisoned? How'd you arrive at that conclusion? I don't believe you understand what "he died in the focus" really implies. You know what the Canes refer to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Canes for you. These kind of innuendos are their forte. Well, I thought it was like a weird pocket dimension room they were talking about, but what is this focus then? The focus is anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by mathematically rigid regularities. You see, no one but the owner of a focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather within him, since no physical object may be brought into a focus either. How do you know that? Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manner of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a Kunststück that would allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics. Metaphysically, a focus can be compared to a camera obscura. Do note the name is not unfitting. No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get inside. I fucking went to high school with someone like this, and it's pissing me off. Like the haircut, the way, like the weird poofy scarf thing, the fucking inability to just say what you're trying to say. Curious conclusion, but an incorrect one. Simon was disfigured and bleeding. His bones were broken. Is that so? Well, this does introduce a different perspective. You say Isidore was the last person to see Simon. The question is, who did he see before? The sun is not yet set when Isidore returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours? That is why I'm trying to trace Isidore's steps. I want to walk the same route. Don't get me wrong, though. Was Isidore seen with Saburov by any chance? He was. He warned Saburov of an upcoming storm. Alright. Let me suggest then that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either the Oglimsky family should have been on his itinerary, especially since Barak was one of their own men. Really? Definitely. The Bull Project, from the abattoir to the railway, is controlled by the Oglimsky family. If Isidore's discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isidore would have certainly relayed it to Vlad. But do make sure to pay a visit to the Lump. That is the name of the Oglimsky mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree? Why are these the Rod, the Lump, and I don't remember what the third one was. Thank you, Yulia. What would I do without you? Alright, Levin, what advice do you got? Wait, is that where I need to go next? Oh, it's all the way on the south side of town. Oh, wait, no, that's actually easy. I just go boom, 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 and then follow the river. I could probably get there fast. I suggest you start taking notes of the things you find out, since it'll get way more complicated. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually. Do I have like a... No, there's no built-in notes option. I'll also have to like write it in a notes thing on my phone or something. Break out the old pocket journal, the old PDA. Alright, so follow this and just follow the river down until I get to a next big, cool-looking building. To be fair, I think the game would... Oh, yeah, huh? Especially because, like, a built-in note system, you're essentially making a file that can get bigger the more information you put into it. There would be a point where the game would just be like, ah, and just explode. Like... I like how there's people that walk around normally, and there's, like, weird shambler freak people. Also a cool poster. Is that 2 garbage cans? Nice. 2 bobble. At least I think those are... They look like bottles. I'm just gonna say they're bottles. And then... Oh, more garbage can. Players might also just put useless notes in the journal. Yeah, because then you're just burning space and making the game go crunchy without even, like, giving yourself something valuable. Oh, this is the building. You know what? I kind of understand why they call it the lump now. Although, if I were to have a big mansion, I kind of want it to look like that. Basically just a fortification. Alright, here is the door. Let's go talk to our new friend. Oh, the weird flowers again. I think I came into the wrong building. Are you the person I'm looking for?
The winter comes soon, I hope.
Look at all this. If only my dear mother was alive, she'd take the reins of power in her hands. Even father would listen to her. But who is to take care of us now? Not Katerina, that's for sure. The mistress is too exhausted. Okay. Katerina is supposed to take care of you? Katerina is scared like a child herself. I also think she's being tricked. Yes, her prophecies come true, just like it's always been. They are becoming more and more noisy. Every word she utters comes across as a metaphor. Okay. Too bad I didn't know your mother. Yes, she had waves of warmth and power emanating from her. She held the whole town in her grasp like a giant bird protecting her fledglings. Not a single demon could invade our little community. I remember those happy times. People like her leave this world earlier than those who only live for themselves.
It's hard for us to believe in things
I have a terrible
outside of our scope.
I have a terrible headache, but it will pass soon. Oh, sorry to have bothered you. Okay. You're not the person I need to talk to. Please. Why the fuck was there just a child in there? All these peoples and houses look so fancy and nice. Yeah, really. The metaphors are so everywhere that even the game characters can't take it anymore. Yeah, like that kid's just like, I'm hiding in here because everyone speaks funny. You look like the guy I'm looking for. Hello.
What?
What? Oh. Oh, Bachelor. Alright. Bachelor Dankovsky, of course. Who else could be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. You taken a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways. I'm curious, and what is the current state of your industry? Come now. It's a complicated establishment with 1,000 years of history. A special approach is required to control such a colossus. See where I'm getting at, emissary? It would be pointless to object. I can see why we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special. Very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be very naive. I didn't want to talk about your business, but alright, you're probably right.
What?
Yes, getting everything back on track won't be an easy task. I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague Isidore Barak, about the manner of his death, to be precise. What are you implying? What is this manner you're talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with it. Don't they say Isidore was murdered by a steppe demon? A Shabnakadir? There was this thingy, a talon they fished out from the wound. Why is this guy being so weird? I can take this from kids and weirdos, but you, a respectable negotiant. It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. Take my boy, for example. A scoffer if I've ever seen one. And now even he believes it's real. Yeah, the 100,000 distortion removal, everyone freaking out. We did it, boys. And now even he believes it's real. You went off his head a bit. You're in the steppe now, esteemed sir. Eastern and backwards. The dead rise from their graves here. Clay dummies dance. And bull talks. Or bulls talk. Does he know the steppe well, that son of yours? He rubs elbow with the rabble. The butchers, odongs, shepherds, and gatherers. Learns their tongue. Collects their legends. He doesn't keep them in check at all. They even dare come visit him within the premise of the town. If you see a worm creeping through the streets, he's definitely looking for my son. Call them rabble. They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone. Isn't a step person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. So what of your son? Perhaps you could tell me more about this creature. Hold your horses. Want to talk to my blockhead? No, you have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You heard me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. I won't leave it at that. Okay, there we go. Is that one of the worms that we're talking about? Or what was like their name? Odong? He literally just said, if there's a worm in the town, it's probably looking for my son. I could probably just tail this guy. What the fuck? Is that the song I keep hearing in YouTube videos? Up, up, whittled up. Beep, up, whittled up. Yo, Odong for Smash when? Think he knows you're following him? I mean, probably, but he hasn't done anything about it yet. I just need him to show me where I need to go. Is this it? Is this the place? Oh no, now he's chasing me. Okay, this door doesn't open. Oh, get the fuck away from me, you! Okay. He got really pissed off in the last couple seconds. Alright. Hello, blonde G-Man. You, what was that?
Katerina thinks Claire is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
He led you to an alley and then wanted to yeah, he was like, oh, this guy's following me. He must think I'm going to this guy's son. I'm just gonna like he was like listening in the window while we were having that conversation. And then he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna lead him to an alley and beat the shit out of him and take his wallet. You found me here. Oh, well, I'm not surprised. I suppose you're not too surprised by the fact that everyone knows about you either. The rumor of your arrival spread like fire. Why have you come? I've come for some sightseeing. There was a peculiar incident yesterday by the spleen? The children were playing in the mud as usual, but then suddenly they ran away from the sandbox and the parents noticed that their hands were smothered in blood. However, none of them were wounded. Neither were any of them surprised. Wait, what? Neither were any of them surprised. So the blood in the ground is a regular expected thing then? What's the solution to the puzzle? When the worried adults came to the place where the children had been playing, they found nothing unusual there. Only sticks and stones. What do you make of it? Children play peculiar games. Nice to meet a person of a skeptical mind. I am Vladislav Ogimsky, the younger one, of course. And you are, of course, Daniel Dankovsky. Nice to meet you.
There's this thing that needs to be done.
Bachelor, I have news that you should be proof of interest. You seem to be looking for the killer, right? I'm listening. I'll have to briefly explain a few things to you. Have you already been told what the termiary is? I'd like to hear you describe it. Termiary is a huge bunkhouse where the Bull Project workers live, although living is the wrong term for it. They nest. Their nesting is a commune with a rather simple way of life. It would without reservation be called savage. What's the Bull Project? The whole industrial system of the town, from the abattoir to the goods station. Would you care to listen as to why I wanted to see you in the first place? Very much so. Please go ahead. Let's get to the point then. A case of pointless, aimless, urgent unrest has occurred in that hive mind's nest. The workers there are prone to lashing out from time to time like beasts frightened by a storm. They rage, they howl, they gnaw at one another. An unsightly image of a mass uprising. And that's exactly what's going on in there right now, isn't it? Precisely. And why are you telling me this? Riots occurred in the termiary several times before. The mob goes crazy for a few days, then they calm down just as unexpectedly. All of them at once. Sudden calm is just as void of reason as the unrest that set them agog previously. Having a certain experience with a kin, we simply block the entrance to this zoo off until the riot defeats itself. What is this kin? The kin is... well, it doesn't matter. It's hard to explain. Their whole so-called society. The many-headed biology. Very well, let's get back to the subject. We usually lock them up beforehand. The evidence of an upcoming outbreak of mass lunacy becomes obvious in advance, and the termiary's Father Superior informs us of it. But Father Taichik has recently passed. Curious coincidence, don't you think? Mass anarchy. Anyway, a member of the kin managed to run off into the town while we were busy taking measures. Think he's the killer? I think you and I can help each other, Doctor. You are looking for the killer, and I'm sure it is a runaway butcher. The title of a half-man suits him very nicely. Canes claim that Simon has not been killed by a human hand, don't they? And our family doesn't need unnecessary unrest in the town. This butcher can babble devil knows what. His mind is most likely clouded with insane ideas. So you'd rather he kept mum about what's happening inside? You're correct. They barely know how to speak, but that only makes it worse. Half men, half beasts. If they start preaching, you feel as though you've encountered a doomsayer. I need this butcher to disappear. Hand him over to the Canes or simply kill him if the beast attacks you. The reward will be hefty. Very well, I'll look into this. Where can I find him? He was most likely being harbored in a suspicious house. That's in the crude sprawl. Yes. My father is a man of rather hard-handed disposition, and quick-tempered to boot. If he finds out the crude sprawl is concealing a fugitive, he will make a mess. Pointless brutality serves no one. I'm looking for peace rather than blood, I'm telling you. I'll do my best to make sure you're right. Show me the house. Alright. So that is... where am I right now? Way down here. Okay. I could probably just follow the railroad all the way over then. Like if I just go voop, voop, and then run over. Alright, let's go. And, oh, is our friend still out here? Nah, I think I'm safe. Alright, let's go. I still find that hilarious. The moment I bring, like, you guys are like, yeah, he probably sees you, and I'm like, yeah, but he hasn't done anything about it yet. He gets to the location, turns around, and like immediately starts cracking his knuckles, like he's just ready to go. I like the aesthetic of this area, though. Like, the train station looks weird. Like, almost alien, but then you turn around and everything else looks normal again. Like, I don't know, there's this weird, like, physically impossible architecture that is paired up with just basic default industrial architecture. And then seeing the two of them sit right beside each other in the same shot is, like, it's cool. I like it. It really adds to that level of, like, yes, this is something I can, like, visually recognize. No, I'm not supposed to be here. Like... Okay, I need to keep following the train track. You know, it'd be really shitty if somehow this engine had a working train still, like, on it. And then while I was walking along this, I just got, like, slammed by a fucking train. I think I'm fine, though. I think I can stand by me my way through this. They're opposite things that complement each other? Yeah, exactly. It's a really visually interesting game. And, well, not just visually, like all the conversations I've had with people are weird and interesting too. There's grass on the track. It's been in use for some time. Yeah, true. So where the hell am I? I don't mean that in like a map level. I mean in like what the fuck am I looking at? Oh, this is the place I'm supposed to be. It's locked. All right. And is there another way in? Let's just go fishing and wait until everything in this game blows over. Yeah, it'll solve itself. Also, what the fuck is wrong with this house? This is like the creepiest of the houses we've run into yet. Oh. Are you the murderer?
To tame his impertinence, Earth had disgorged a monster from deep within its bowels.
You know where to find clean water around here. Fresh water must be plentiful in this place. There's a river close by. All that water comes from the steppe, and it isn't exactly clean. Yesterday, I inspected all the springs in the area. There seems to be no more clean water around. That salty taste is everywhere. Reddish in color, and there are disgusting clots in it. Where can I find clean water, then? The townsfolk store clean water in their homemade reservoirs. This modest supply should be enough to help us last a little while, but afterwards we'll have to drink that bloody mixture. How disgusting.
Yes.
What do you want, I wonder? There's a runaway hiding here. Take me to him. Why would I? Need to ask him a few questions. He's a butcher. He won't talk to you. You wouldn't understand him. He's been here for more than a day, but even I can't get him to talk. It is I who would rather tell you something. Okay, what? Big Vlad has plugged the termary up for a reason. The butcher's mumbling is all over the place, but if you listen carefully, you'll make out tales of such horrors that I get shivers all over. Thousands of people have lost their minds all at once there. Many have died. Something's brewing inside. Can you lead the runaway out of town? Really? Why? Here he's been entertaining me, and it's dangerous to go out into the steppe anyway. What if his pursuers rip me apart in the street? Well, if they think I'm a shabernackadeer, what can you offer me in return for the service? Yeah, I should probably just tell him the fact that they want this guy killed. Lead him out of here or he'll get killed. You can show me the door if you want, but thugs for hire will be less compliant. Fine. I'll take care of the butcher. He'll disappear. Consider him non-existent, but now you must leave. Don't try watching the door. You won't see anything anyway. And tell the Olgimsky's thick-headed bloodhounds that they have no business here. I harbor no killers. Could we talk to the man personally? I don't think there's any benefit to talking to the man personally if they say you won't talk to anyone. I'll pressure it. Go then. The butcher's in the hospice. The entrance is at the other side of the house. Don't come back here complaining afterwards, though. I did quick save before we had that conversation, so worst case scenario, I just load and tell him to deal with it. Let's have a quick little conversation with our butcher friend here, though. See if we can't figure this out. Vtuber playing my favorite game. Hey, Clefairy Wings, how's it going? Where are you supposed to be? Oh, you're big. Okay, yeah, they weren't kidding. I actually don't understand what this guy's saying at all. Do you even understand me? Ah, what the fuck? guess he just left on his own then? The fuck is this? Just wrap the wall with barbed wire. The game warned? I mean, it did. I didn't think he would immediately resort to fists, though. Like, I was expecting, like, a slow degradation where it's like, maybe I can talk my way kind of through this. In this case, it was just, no, he's gonna punch you in the face the moment you start asking questions. And let me guess, the kid's gone now, too? Oh, no, he's still here. Hey, your friend punched me in the face.
We frequently do good to enable us with impunity to do evil.
You insulted him in his language? Oh, that had to be it. Was there any other... Your veins are all swollen. Does being close to me make your blood stir? Anyone around here that want to see Simon killed? No one's seen the Shabbernack yet, but everyone knows what he wants already. Do you know that a man eater's victim feels the encroaching death? They know in advance they're next on his list. So they walk about restlessly, waiting and waiting and waiting. And then the wait is over. That's how you tell who's being hunted. Huh. Literally screamed in a language foreign to you, got asked a question, decided to beat the shit out of you. Basically what happened, yeah. I hope he got out of town at least. Like, you don't say. It's like an internal countdown. Count how much you've got left. So scary. Nice not to think about stuff like that. I suspect you were thinking already, unless you're immune to it. Bite your tongue. Thanks for the suggestion. Alright, yeah. So, that's that then. Ever tried talking to a Murloc? Pretty much like, that's exactly what it is. Then, hello, how's it going? I guess we'll just go back to Vlad? I'm not actually entirely sure what we're supposed to do here. Yeah, let's go back to Vlad and tell him that we dealt with the guy in the house. So for that, we need to go all the way back up to the rod. So follow this road up until, like, here? Yeah, it'd probably be easier to turn here and then follow up. Yeah, we'll do that. Nah, but seriously, this game's been cool so far. It's hard to explain, again, because it comes down to a lot of, like, normally when I say I really like a game, it's like, yeah, I love jumping around and zooming around and, like, zoopy-doo-doo. This, on the other hand, it is really interesting out of sheer, like, environment and story alone. You need a small tip, which is very handy to know, and the game doesn't tell you. Oh, yeah. I went a little too far. This way. Is that just a random rock pillar in the middle? Hi, do you have anything to trade? We all know all about you. Aren't you a lively gal? Shall we barter, perhaps? Yeah, can I give you anything? Oh, you like the ring. That's worth 4. Why do you have ammo? Yeah, why do you have gun? I guess I'll trade you these jewelry for guns. We can check with L? Oh, okay. Yeah, this would probably help. My dear Bachelor Dankowski, it was most disconcerting to learn that the powers that be have the intention of shutting down the laboratory that owes its fame largely to your own research in the field of thanatology. Is it true that your detractors have branded your studies scientifically stillborn? Rejoice, Bachelor, for there is an observable case that would quell the obscurance that reject the research of death, aging, and necrosis as a subject that lacks academic viability. This case, were you to document it, would go a long way towards restoring your reputation as a scholar. The subject in question is Simon Kane, who has ruled the town where I live for as long as I can remember. Man's longevity transcends the boundary of what is plausible. It is phenomenal, no less, and I struggle to give an explanation of what that give an explanation of it with what scientific means I have at my disposal. Make no delay, there is a sensational discovery to be made here. A breakthrough that will not only save your laboratory, but also rectify your studies and greatly increase your scientific renown. Hey Zikart, how's it going? Your humble servant and faithful colleague, Isidore Barak. Yes, I spoke to Simon on your behalf and he's kindly agreed to facilitate your effort. Daring ideas and far-fetched projects are traditionally very well respected in our neck of the woods. And I don't think I have any other... Yeah, okay, so I only have the letter from Isidore. But Isidore is like horribly dead now. So, hold on. Let's quickly check those keybinds too, because see what our options are. Attack, alt attack, sneak, reload, inventory, map. Diary is Q, and character status is P. Okay. Okay, and then Q is this. Oh, doing that is not important. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's head back to Sabarov's. Let them know that we dealt with their butcher problem. This looks familiar. Does it? Oh, I accidentally just bopped my microphone. The red handpins indicate the main quest and the cream ones are side quests. Ah, I got it. And if I remember correctly, this game wants you to at least get its main quest done before a day is over. And if a side quest expires, you're not... At least I hope you're not going to get super punished hard for it. I could see them punching you in the kidney for failing to get a main quest done in time, though. Especially seeing the fact the first thing... Like, I'm always going to use this when referring to the first couple minutes of this game. It's like, hey, welcome to town. We have an immortal man. Come talk to our immortal man. Oh, he's dead. Don't worry, though. We have someone else who has talked to the immortal man before. He'll be able to help you. Oh, he's dead, too. What's this about? Well, we were talking to the immortal... Or we did come here to talk to the immortal man, but he died.
This Haruspex is trying to prove his innocence. It's a no-go.
And then, we went to go talk to our friend, the guy who invited us here, and told us about the immortal man. And he's dead now, too. So now we're trying to figure out who did it. You've come to meet with Simon, have you? What can I do for you? Oh, I went to the wrong place. Do you have any weapons? No, I just finished distributing the manning weapons to patrolmen sent to the bone steak lot. Rumor has it something's brewing there. The rabble are trying to catch some man-eater, all agog, but even if I had weapons, I wouldn't give any to you. Something's brewing. What exactly? They're going to lynch a woman, I think. Okay. There's a superstition circulating among the people. The myth of a man-eater from the steppe, a creature called the Shabanak deer. Supposedly, it can only take female form, even though it's made up of all sorts of filth. Where are my patrolmen, though? The bone steak lot is located somewhere among the back alleys right in the middle of Earth. Between the Tanners and the Skinners districts. It used to be a huge dump, and before the mob had used it for the barbaric gatherings. Some time ago, they reclaimed the dump and revived the tradition. Is this the best description you can offer? You won't be able to find the place. You want to see the man-eater too? Don't. Those are just dirty rumors, most likely. Or you'll find some poor victim of a frenzied mob there. That's what the patrolmen are for. As for a better description, you can look for a huge upright boulder standing there since the beginning of time. Neolithic artifact. I think I've seen that place already, actually. Thanks. Well, I didn't actually see the place he's talking about. I saw the rock on like a big pillar. Long story short, I went to the wrong guy. Yeah, no, I wanted to go here. Because I need the younger Vlad to help me out. So I need to go to the house with all the ones bricked in. Is there a mark telling you are here? Yeah, it's really small though. It's this little arrow. At least it's an arrow though. They could have made it a circle, then you wouldn't even know what direction you're facing. At least I'm hoping I'm doing the right thing. It'd be really unfortunate if I'm running around this town and then turns out like, oh, Mamma Mia, you messed it up. Need a magnifier? Really though, yeah. Zoom and enhance on that arrow, please. Scroll in to zoom. Oh, you can actually zoom really far in. Okay, so just keep following this and then cross the bridge when I get a chance. What time is it? 10:56. Oh, I haven't burnt nearly as much time in this game as I thought I did. What? That is fucking big. What is that? What is this? The boiler room. Oh, it's a factory. Okay. That makes sense. Is it time for second breakfast? Yeah, now I'm hungry. Every time I see a game with a not super detailed mini-map, I remember Monte Crypto. Monte Crypto. I'm trying to remember what that is. Okay, so we're not entering that door. That's the one with the child that like tells me they don't like metaphors. There we go. Old man. Where is he?
Swine. Beasts. I shouldn't have indulged their whims.
Map on Monte Crypto was invisible and you didn't appear at all. The only way to guide was discovering new walls to get registered on the map. Then the mini map would get reset every 2 hours. What do you mean? Oh my god. That's nightmarish. Isidore came to see you last night. What if he did? I'm also aware of what you two have been talking about. All I want to know is why he left to see Simon afterwards. Oh my, pray forgive me. So he wanted to bring me to heel, that traitor, that bastard. Well, what he asked for was for me to stop the factory. How could I not kick him out? What were his reasons? His reasons, huh? The bastard. The reason he'd paid a visit to my daughter. He knows full well how to pull my strings. Well, I told her to lock the door, so away he went none the wiser. Oh, the bastard. So he went down to Simon, huh? Thank goodness my loafer of a son is hanging around somewhere. Or else... He could've... Could've what? Huh? That, my dear and respectable friend, is none of your business. My property, like I said, is in order. See the skin and meat delivery reports. Don't you know how hard? No way. My domain. Whether anyone riots or not, and I'll have my way with them. I see. You're the big guy here. Huh. Really complex puzzle game. First person to win it won 1 Bitcoin. Oh, that explains the name then. Monte Crypto. Here, can I... Where's my... There. Today's quest. What am I doing? I guess I'll go back and talk to the youngest again. There's no marker on him anymore, but I think that's on purpose. I don't know. They made it really hard to find him in the first place, so I get the feeling even after I find him, they're not going to mark out where he is. In worst case scenario, I run out of time and then Well, honestly, I don't know what happens if I run out of time on day 1. The city explodes. No one survives. I don't know. There's only a few ways to find them on day 1, and it's like that intentionally. Oh, okay, cool. Although I will admit, it was funny when I was like, yeah, I don't, I'm sure he like kept going around the house, and then I pop up here, and the dude's standing like right there, he turns around and starts beating me up. All right. Hey, what's poppin'?
There's this thing that needs to be done.
Vlad, now tell me, did Isidore visit you last night? Tell me the truth, please. Yes, Isidore did make me a visit, but don't ask about what we talked about. I have no right to share that with you. Right. I'm gonna ask you one more question now. Your answer will determine whether you and I become friends or enemies. Well then, I'd rather be your friend. Go ahead, please. What did you talk about? Tell me the truth, please. Isidore said, not that I'm merely retelling it secondhand, he said that there's an epidemic in the steppe camps. An outbreak of Tarbagan sickness, perhaps. The plague, that is. The father. Father had issued an order to lock the terminary up to prevent the infection from coming in. What are you so afraid of that you would conceal this? I don't understand. You did the right thing. There's an underlying sensitive family matter here. To cut a long story short, my father would kill me if he found out about this conversation. The unrest in the terminary, you see, well, I incited it to make father lock it up. He didn't believe Isidore. I see. Now everything makes sense. We need to warn Reuben. It's very urgent. He's about to examine Simon as soon as the period of time required by the Canes passes. But where is he? I have no idea. Where's he staying? I don't know. There's a secret dissecting room in one of the warehouses, but no one knows where exactly. He used to live mostly in the steppe, sometimes sleeping in the terminary or at Laura Ravel's shelter. But he's not there. I know that for sure. He went away to mourn his master. What would you have done if you were him? I'd wait for him at the Canes. It's simple. Actually. No, I think you checked the warehouse. Alright, let's go find us a warehouse. Reuben's Rusicorium. The game is brand new, but the computer can't make the game more HD. Okay, so it's not going to particularly mark any warehouses. Cool. I'll just have to find what I'm looking for. When you buy a new computer just to play older games, when you cash out on a GTX 930 to pay, or a 390 to play Half-Life 1. So we're definitely just gonna need to like guess and just check out warehouses and hope we find one. The question is, what counts as a warehouse? I'm assuming these things. Oh, can't get up that way. Sorry, Bachelor, but your legs are not good at jumping. Oop up it up. Eep up it up. Okay, no, these look like real houses now that I'm closer rather than warehouses. They add that. Highly possible Simon died of something unfamiliar. Peace. Sock Reuben, the town medic, should be warned at once. If he touches his body, he may contact any disease that's still that. Alternatively, what if we got to the house first? Like the actual infected one. We wouldn't have to find Reuben, per se, if we just met Reuben in the right location. Although this game is old, so I don't entirely think it just has Ruben walking around doing stuff. You know, living his life. What's that building I'm walking past? The Town Theater. Okay. I mean, alternatively, I could go to Ruben's Prosecorium or whatever the fuck it's called. One character already told you where Ruben would appear today. Oh shit, huh, yeah. Oh, I should have wrote that down, no! Think, who else did I talk to about Ruben before? Younger Vlad wants me to tell Ruben. Younger Vlad also wants me to check out warehouses to find Ruben. But I get the feeling both of us aren't exactly on the right path with that one. Dad, I need to figure out... Was it Yulia? Like, during my conversation with Yulia, did she bring up Ruben? I have an idea. Where is Laura? This way. I mean, most sandwich shops should have. Yeah, no, we gotta go buy him in a store for like 15 bucks, and then you'll be like, yes, I can help you now. I'm like talking to my sandwich like, we gotta stop this disease, Ruben. You and your delicious mustard. Let's go all the way this way. There's that poster again. Wait. No, I know I know. I thought about our conversation more. I selected warehouses because that's what I picked out of the conversation. He already told me where he was going to be. He's going to be at the Canes. I got to turn around and get there. That's enough hints for a little while. The first day isn't the longest if you fail. Yeah, fair enough. I also get the feeling this is one of those games where it's like failure is kind of the intention. Like, I don't know. This feels like one of those games where it's like it rewards you if you do it perfect, but they don't intend for you to do it perfect. I still love like the older game polygons. I wonder which of the houses he's in. I'm gonna check with the younger first. And if he's not in there, we'll just rotate to the other one. We'll spin. Oh my god, I just had an idea that I want to make happen, but I don't know if I can get enough people to do. I think I've brought this up before on on stream. Has anyone ever watched like Half-Life VR AI? Where they basically just take the story of the game and they try to improv their way through it, changing things in order to fit the improv. You're new.
Simon was doomed.
You're Ruben. Hey!
No, I'd rather not believe this.
I love the size of the random children in this game. I like, this is a bunch of gnomes running around. Don't feel bad if you fail a bit. I doubt most people will actually be able to do all the main and side quests on the first playthrough. Yeah, I figured it was one of those kind of games. Greetings, friend. I heard news of your arrival. Everyone has. Are you here to examine the body as well? My dear colleague, I hope you haven't touched it yet. I haven't. Is there a problem? There's a threat of epidemic. The crucible needs to be quarantined. Any access to the body should be forbidden. Are you sure? Well, it doesn't matter again. It's that thing again. What do you think it is? I'm gonna say plague. I don't believe it. Second outbreak. Wait a second. I need to regain my senses. Are you sure about this? Do you mean what you say? I am. I do. It's the sand plague. Master's death was so untimely. It's the sand plague. We only have a few more days to live. See, I have no idea how to stop it. No one does. Oh, so you're already familiar with the disease? I'm only making assumptions. I don't want to believe this. I'd rather have any other plague than we're still dealing with plague here. We have no time to waste. The body must be inspected, isolated, destroyed if necessary. We must take protective measures of that, of course. We need your diagnosis before we can provide reasonable protection. At the moment, you can only buy yellow immunity boosters at the drugstores. They are no good. But I'll try to do something about this. We'll need to take some remedies from Master's old workplace. Do you know if he was murdered by his son? That's an atrocity. No, actually, his son has nothing to do with this. I presume Isidore was infected by Simon and died of the same disease, or vice versa. Let's not waste any more time. And that lines up with what's-her-face, the fancy lady, was telling me. Because she said, oh, he probably got sick and then got in there on his own, or poisoned. It's a disease. It's 100% a disease. Our doctor friend got it first, and he saw it in the plains. He went around to the leaders to be like, hey, yo, we need to, like, get ready to stop this shit. He went to the big boy, got him infected, and now they're both dead. That's 100% what it is. We get everything ready for the examination. Meanwhile, let's arrange for the body to be isolated. Kane is keeping it in a cold place. I'll keep you informed. If we act deliberately and with calm mind, we can prevent this epidemic. Stay strong. I won't leave you on your own. Also, he's fucking tall. Hi. Alright, so who should I talk to next? Should warn someone. Should inform Greg. Oh, yeah, we should probably tell the old man his brother is, kind of a disease carrier now, huh? The Bachelor is a small boy. Is he really that short? He's probably... Oh, actually, wait, no. There was another girl on the stage. I was gonna say, if he turns out to be the shortest character in the entire series, like, aside from actual children.
However brilliant an action, it should
actually,
not
Gregory
be
looks a bit shorter.
great unless the result of a great motive.
I have been told of your initial verdict. You assert that Simon Kane was not killed by a human or a Sabernac demon, but died of natural cause or succumbed to some physical sickness. Is that what you were saying? I wouldn't say he died naturally. He died of a mysterious disease. Microbes are more efficient killers than demons. Is that a hypothesis or a fact supported by evidence? I don't have evidence aside from what people have told me, which isn't like a solid, like, proven fact. Can we not get other people killed? Hypothesis. A mere hypothesis is not something I am willing to accept. Furthermore, the same rhetoric is widely employed by the people who want to hinder the murder investigation at any cost. Same people are spreading false rumors of civil disorder, which, as they would have it, took over the town. Same people would happily sacrifice human life to maintain a semblance of order. What would you say to that? That order must be restored. I would rather say otherwise. The whole narrative is much too convenient for those converging for the murder. A murderer who knew how to take Simon's life and keeps it secret to themselves. Well, if they do not stop at that. Where's the body now? No one has touched the body since his death. The tradition kept in our family forbids us from seeing the dead until a certain time has passed. The requested period of time will last until tomorrow, but I will not stop looking for the killer until you are able to convince me that your assumptions are true. If he was infected, then how did it happen? Next you'll tell me it was Isidore that brought the disease into our family home. It was, but... The most convincing proof would be a body examination. What other proof do you expect? Vulnerable Bachelor. You take me for some willful old fool who has burdened you out of spite with the complicated solution of a simple problem? Perhaps you think I am covering someone else's sins, getting in the way of doing your duty. Is a body truly isolated as reliably as you say? The body is in the focus of the crucible. You cannot examine it now, and I mean that is technically impossible. No one may see the body before a certain period of time passes. Neither Master Reuben nor you, my dear Bachelor. Not even myself. What am I supposed to do then? What can I ask of you now? You have come to a conclusion already, have you not? If you haven't, then I urge you to seek out the facts as relentlessly as we do. May Providence help us if you are right. We'll discuss this with your brother. I mean Victor, obviously. So they're saying just wait. The initial findings suggest that Simon Kane was killed by a highly contagious disease. It seems I will not be the first to meet the killer. Dr. Reuben has better chances at that. I just cannot help but think that there are Katrina's prophecy to come true. It would have made the situation even more convoluted than it already is. Yeah, I think we finished up. I think that's all we can do today. It's still pretty early in the day. What the fuck? So wait, you're telling me this isn't just a fucking, like, sketch on the map. This is... Holy shit. This is... Three asterisks indicate a complete quest? Nice, okay, yeah. I guess I actually have time to look around at stuff without messing anything up too hard then. Would be nice to figure out that murderer situation. That's our side quest, though. I want to live there? Yeah, I want to live here, dude. This place looks sick. Well, actually, I don't want to live here, considering what we just figured out about how those two people died. But I would like to live in a city with architecture similar to this. This place... Oh my god, I just realized what that... Oh no. Oh no. Here, who are you?
Did you see anything weird on your way here?
You resemble an adventurer rather than a doctor. How is it that you know me? I saw you in a dream. Don't flatter yourself. My desires have nothing to do with that. I simply saw you take us all by the throat. Wait, what? Cruel words. But also honest. What's so bad about it anyway? The strong manipulate the weak when they want to. And then it is all in my hands.
The Saburov's wait is over.
Now listen closely.
They've always wanted an heir.
The time for collusion, secrets, and alliances have come. Or has come. I'm going to ask you something of you. I'm not used to that. I'm used to holding the reins, but you are not harnessed. So it would be unacceptable to address you in this manner. I find solace in the fact that my request will be welcome with you. It fits the style of your venture. I am not an adventurer, and my job is no venture. I hope it never becomes one. I apologize if my words come across as mangled and silly. I am truly not used to asking, but the nature of my request demands complete and selfless humility. Just imagine me begging and kneeling, and believe me, I do feel that way. No need to kneel. What did you want to talk about? Today's death was the first, but it won't be the last. Simon has opened the score of irreplaceable victims. Soon the number will multiply. I beg you to preserve the lives of several people when the lines of their fortune cross yours. Before any of them die, there will be a moment when you will be able to intervene. I know that for a fact. Who are these people? That doesn't matter. What was destined to happen will happen. You can be whatever you want to be. but not a coward choosing to hear no evil and run away from reality. I'll give you a list of those I know of. These people are bound. You. Bound? There's a tight spring of power within each of these people. Each of them can break the routine of human existence and become something greater. They're standing on the verge of their humanity, gazing into a realm where they could serve a different, higher purpose, without even knowing it. Moreover, they are bound to make the leap, in one way or another. That's why we call them simply the Bound. But how is their fate bound to mine? Did you say my victory depended on them? How? I don't know. I'm not a mistress yet. The future is not as clear to me as I'd prefer, but I can feel the present. I can already distinguish a dubious guess on the pulse of the precise knowledge devoid of words and images. These people are bound to you. Your lives are connected. I wouldn't have asked you to take care of them otherwise. Are you a clairvoyant or something? Ah, yes. You haven't been told, have you? It didn't even cross my mind that someone may be unaware of my abilities. No one here dares doubt them, for they are evident. Yes, the mistress of every ruling house possesses special abilities. I am learning to see the future and transform the present. The fact that you offer words a different degree of authenticity. Will you comply with my request? Will you save the lives of the people I named to you? Answer me. Before going back to Ava. I get the feeling this is an important game mechanic, so yes. Whatever happens, these people must live. Their fates are bound to mine. They may as well hold the keys to my victory in their hands. Gregory Kane, Victor Kane, Andre Samathan, Peter Samathan, Maria Karina, Ava Yan, and Mark Immortel. Wait. Is Mark Immortel not just... Hold on. What's the name of the chef man again? Sorry, I'm grabbing a picture real quick. Ainsley, someone Ainsley. Is he just Germa? No, it's not Germa I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of, why can I not save these pictures as pictures? What the fuck is a WebP? Save image as .png, not WebP, whatever the fuck that is. There we go. Like I'm thinking of this. Like we just do this. And then there we go. Even if we lose all our other bound, Mark has to be the one that survives. Although I think we just lose if we lose any of these guys, so... Alright, let me get this picture of Ainsley Harriet off the screen. There we go. I love how all the portraits of the characters in this game are developers at Ice Pick Lodge or actors at their local theater. So it is all real people then. Well, I mean, it was real people, but like... knowing where they got the real people from. Because I was like, there's no way the dev team was that big to get this many different unique people. But the acting theme in this game seems to run very deep then. I think I'm gonna save in front of this thing. And then it's been 2 hours, so we will I'll say goodbyes and we'll send y'all off on your merry way. There, yeah, I'll save right here. Perfect. But yeah. Thank y'all for coming by. Hope y'all had fun. This is definitely a weird game. Not what I usually play on stream, but honestly, I think we should keep going with it because I'm invested at this point. I mean, honestly, if you guys even like are like, oh, maybe let's not watch it, I'll be like, all right, I'm playing it on my own time then. But yeah. Hope y'all had fun. Before I list off the links, I do have one thing I want to quickly promote. And that is, if you guys have been with me for a decent amount of time or not, or actually, if you have been with me for a decent amount of time, you'd know this. If you haven't, you wouldn't. Last Saturday was my anniversary. And I had to cancel last Saturday because shenanigans happened. But in exchange, we have tomorrow is going to be my 1-year anniversary stream. So I called it the year anniversary. I made it Twitter sized, so it probably looks a little compressed when I drag it up to this big, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to be starting fairly early in the day and go till midnight. And yeah, we're going to like talk about some stuff for the first hour. We're going to play Unfortunate Spaceman with a bunch of friends I've made along the way ever since I started streaming. And then we're going to go to Smash Bros. Ultimate, which means that is going to be an open lobby like we do for Fight Night. That's going to be anyone come by and come play. And then from 10 to midnight, we're gonna go back to one of the first games I played on stream. We're going to go back to Risk of Rain 2. And yeah, with that, that's the plan for tomorrow. Yeah, I hope y'all had fun today. But I'll quickly explain those links that you might have seen pop up in chat earlier. We got a Discord. That's where Discord stuff happens. We got the archives. That's where old VODs go. I'm still fixing that in a bit. Like a lot of them did get uploaded. I still need to get thumbnails up for them. And I need a better way of getting them